Alright guys, welcome back for one more games. I know I said we'll be following the Mineski X games, but you know, that bracket seems really easy. Like, proceeding on to the next round, they're doing amazing. And I'm pretty sure that they probably will proceed further than they did compared to the first open qualifiers. But right now, we have ourselves a very, very awesome game. And yes, this is MVP Hot6 versus EVOS. EVOS, they were the runners-up. They were one game away for making it into the regionals of the Kiev Major C qualifier. Unfortunately, Team Bazaar got in their way. So here we are now. Team EVOS is going to force their way through again as they want to play against MVP Hot6. Ryzen, Dr. Grace. Like, looks like this guy doesn't have a name. I'm not sure why. Could be a bug. So introductions on my part. My name is Hades. Hope you guys have fun in Twitch. I know y'all are banging away. Asking for Cyclops. Unfortunately, he's busy. Not sure where he is. Probably still swimming to or flying. God knows what he's doing all the way to Malaysia with EGG Network. And for me, here I am to stand in. So hope you guys are alright. Anything to let me know. And alright, so Rubik first pick for MVP Hot6, Team EVOS, Centaur, and Keeper of the Light. Alright, so if you guys have had some experience playing Koreans, you know that Korean Dota is very aggressive. It is very, very aggressive. I think one time I actually ended up playing against MVP Hot6 like in party game. There was some of them at least. Dude, man, they just 5-man crazy. They would just gank you out of nowhere. Then mid, their carries just roaming around, fighting, and you're like, what the hell?
10 seconds remaining.
And suddenly out of nowhere, there's this like level 3 Luna running in your face, and you're like, what the hell? I say what? And then, yeah, it just goes on that way.
Reserve time.
You feel me? What's my Facebook? Alright, you guys can PM me at Hades to the TV, and I'm actually close to 25. Speak like Cyclops. I would have to do like an amazing Peter Chow accent to do that. Patience from Seoul. Yes, I am from Singapore. Alright, so Team EVOS, Centaur, and Coddle. Centaur is just a very standard pick. It's something which I'm not surprised to see now. Magnus, however, for MVP Hot6, that I am surprised. Whoa ho ho. Yeah. Alright, so Magnus being picked up this early, I guess we could anticipate something like an Ember Spirit. I would say it suits Korean Dota very well. It's very aggressive, and at the same time it's really a mid-game fighting hero. Something which you want to combine with the Magnus and power. The damage output is significantly higher. Of course, you could pull in something like a Juggernaut. You could always go with the PA, but PA picked this early is just not a wise pick at all. We'll see. I mean, these guys still have plenty of time. We can still kind of wait, see what they're going for. Alright, I mean, Jug did get banned out. Makes sense. I mean, with the Magnus, you just can't afford to give that away. Can you imagine one good like RP and next thing in one Omni Slash is banging on all of you with the diffuser or whatever. If he does go for the battle for your damage, it does so much.
Dire team pick.
I mean, yeah, Centaur is just too good at what he does because he's very tanky. And if you notice in the patch, I think Ice Frog secretly plays Centaur. Because if you notice, throughout the recent patches, Centaur's return damage has been getting buffed. Like, you're thinking, okay, right now you look at it, see, 16 damage. You're like, nah, it doesn't really hurt. Strength bonus damage, 30%, meh, who gives a hoot? But as that slowly climbs, as a support, like you're very squishy. You try and right click against a Centaur who gets PMS, you're basically just killing yourself. Yeah, and Centaur eggs as well, 60% damage reduction. Can you get a refresher? You don't take much damage from that. It's really, really strong. So Team EVOS, I was quite impressed with yesterday, you know, with their run through yesterday. So they were really that close. They could have done it. Alright, so Disruptor Coddle, though, I do cringe a bit at this because of the lack of reliable disables once again. Jail overlay. Nah, I'm done with like the jailing part already. It's okay. I'm not gonna jail you guys with the draft overlay. It's fine, guys. But yeah, Team EVOS. Oh, MVP actually responds with a Warlock. This is the ultimate like
10 seconds
wombo
remaining.
combo. RP, Fatal Bonds, Rock, whatever Rubik
5
steals.
seconds remaining.
Any of the spells from the Disruptor, Keep Off the Light or Centaur is going to be absolutely disgusting.
Reserve time.
I mean, I'm not going to say no to Magnus Sven as well, but Sven has just fallen off. I don't know. Like, we're so used to seeing back in the previous patch where you could stack a lot. But ever since the changes to the NC stacking timings, it just makes it very tricky to see Svens. Like, usually if they do pick Svens, it's maybe something similar to what OG does. Like, they go for the armlet. It's not so much that Helmet Dom Rush and then, okay, stack camps, clear camps, big farm, bang, 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 everyone dies. Doesn't really work that way. But otherwise, right now, Shadow Fiend pick up from Team EVOS. They're saying, alright, we know what we want. We get the Shadow Fiend first. I mean, 4th pick. Decent timing.
10
It's
seconds
very
remaining.
common to see Shadow Fiend pick up at that time, at this stage of the draft.
5 seconds remaining.
But MVP, I still think they're going to pick something with, like a carry who's actually willing to get up into your face.
Reserve time.
And okay, I'm not sure if you guys know, but MVP they signed this team from this country like Kyrgyzstan or something like that. They couldn't get visas, so technically MVP doesn't have that that squad. So Hot6 would be their main squad. Ah, all right. Thanks, Pace Farmer. Maybe later. And Troll Warlord. Alright, I like this pick as well.
Team ban.
The timing window, if you time the RP and the Rock at the same time, it's really good. And Power and Troll. He is that carry who is also quite tanky. You get a couple of bashes, you turn on your Battle Trance with the Fervor, you get the bashes in, bang, bang, bang. Ooh.
10
You just like
seconds
bam,
remaining.
bam, bam. Really, 3 socks to the face, and you suddenly out of nowhere your
5
team's like, oh
seconds
shit.
remaining.
Yeah, that's not the real Fnatic in the open qualifier, by the way. It's not the real one.
Radiant team
So
ban.
don't fall for it, guys.
Radiant team
Kirk-
pick.
Kyrgyzstan? How do you even pronounce that? Right, but they take out the Slark. Team Evos are lacking one more carry. Something to play against this troll. They still could opt to go for
10
something like a
seconds
Luna.
remaining.
Luna with the Shadow Fiend.
5 seconds remaining.
You see what they want to go for. 1 minute left for that last pick. Unless they decide to run in like a mid Magnus, something a bit greedy like an Echo Saber Magnus, which we usually see. Sometimes, like, Magnus with the treads, or they could be learning something out of Faceless book where you go for the Magnus HOTD, and next thing you know, all these auras stacking. So it'd be like aura gaming. Think about it. Magnus HOTD, Troll HOTD, you get that Alpha Wolf, you get that Hellbear. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Or you can even get a Wild Wing Ripper for the extra armor if you so desire, or the extra regen from a Satyr. No, taking the time to think about this one, especially going up against the Shadow Fiend, who will be the either mid laner or off laner. Ha,
10
big bang.
seconds remaining.
Hot6, eh?
Dire team pick.
They pick up the Alchemist, so much for running into your face. But it does provide them a bit of backup in the late game as well. Something which Team EVOS don't really have besides in the
10
Shadow Fiend.
seconds
But
remaining.
I still don't want to mess around with the Centaurs late game. Like, Refresher, Stampede is
5
just too good to
seconds
play
remaining.
against right now.
Reserve time.
Alright, so Team EVOS, what do they pick? I don't know. It's kind of weird. Weaver's ban, Slark ban, Jug ban, Lone Druid ban. Yeah, it's really very weird. Do they go for something like a Morphling? Now that's unlikely. Because their farm distribution is going to be so edgy. Your supports, you have to do so much. You need to accomplish so much for the morph to work out. Ursa. Yes, Ursa's pretty good. Going ham into the Alchemist before he gets Radiance, forcing them to fight then. It's a really good item. I mean, good hero. Sorry. So who really dominates? Like this will boil down to the laning phase. EVOS, I think they have the potential to drag this late as well, despite the Ursa being a more mid-game kind of hero. Troll is just one of those heroes where, despite having a crazy amount of farm, he isn't that scary to that extent unless his battles, his fervor stacks start to pile up. But with the Magnus and power, you never know, that might change.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
We'll be looking for that RP. HY's team after this. We'll see if HY is still playing after this. Because their game actually ended. Oh, hold on, they just started, but no, okay, we'll watch them after this. So don't worry guys, we'll get there. Sombra again. Looks like they've been playing Overwatch together. Overwatch hacker. Do not like this. The jail overlay? Yeah. Sub to BTS. To unlock. Nah, I'm just kidding. Alright, so introducing now our Nameless player on the Troll Warlord, Doctor playing on the Alchemist, Light playing on the Offlane Magnus, you have Ryzen playing on your Rubik. Alright, Doctor gonna be playing on the Mid Alchemist. Now for EVOS, I'm playing on the Dire side, the Fast Life playing on the Coddle. Suiting. It suits him, don't you think? Like, Coddle's the fastest hero. 385. What? 385 movement speed? What? Oh, that's with the smoke. Avil playing on the Centaur, taunting away. 2 Hoi playing on your Disruptor. Rams on your Chaffin. Logic on the Ursa.
Thirty seconds to battle.
I mean, it's kind of funny that when you see that kind of racism, saying that what Indogs versus K-pop kind of thing. Like, okay, Indonesian culture is actually it's very absorbent. Like, they will take a lot of cultures. Like, even the way they laugh, the WK thing, came from Japanese culture, and now they've really gone through that phase where they've kind of absorbed Korean culture as part of theirs. So I would say it's just these tiny bits of culture which are just slowly, merging together. That's Indonesian culture. I had this weird story. Like, apparently there's this girl in my school. I was always wondering why she had this escort. Turned out she's like the princess of some state or something. You never know. I knew this other guy who apparently did not know that you needed to cover a blender for it to work. Otherwise, he just left it open and just turned it on. And somehow he flooded his house with that open blender. Yeah, I'm not even sure how that works out. He just called us in the middle of class and he was just like, I don't know how this works. And next thing you know, we're at his place. But he's like super filthy rich. Hold on, Ryzen to get the kill onto Avil. That's very uncharacteristic of Avil. Like, he doesn't usually die like that in the lane. Alright, but MVP, that's it. They find this, the sneaky little bugger. They kill him in the lane. That's good. Realizing that you can't really leech EXP there. And now Coddle's here to try and get him a bit of space in this lane. Bang. Doing some harassment damage. Now they lift up into the air. Ooh, they can kill the Coddle here, so that'll be really big. I think they might be able to. Yep, with the Shadow Word, that should be enough damage unless he runs to the Shrine right now. That extra right click definitely seals his fate. Ryzen really wants to kill. It will go to the Warlock. But Troll almost dies here. Will does use his wand and tangle up with the branch, so he gets the extra duration on, on the regeneration. Disruptor meanwhile is just being a pain in the ass to Doctor. And hold on, the lift back onto Avil. They want to keep on going. He gets the storm. Does he get the double edge here? That's the scary part. Actually, he's really low, but will die to Grace. And now the blast just misses. He sidesteps. Top lane, no logic. Looks like they're pretty confident letting him solo light. Bounty taken by Tuhoi, stealing away from the Magnus. Man, this lane is just full of action. If anything, I would... Well, I mean... Yeah, I would have to say from experience, Indonesians are also very, very aggressive players. Nope, playing around the Centaur again. The fast life coming back in. Blast, oof. Just shaving the Troll's axis. Now this is gonna push out. Oh, they find the tangle. They find the fast life, but Avil's there to scare them off away from it there. He's creepy, old man. He's like, no, my old man. And Light, I'm pretty sure he's aware that the bounty runes got taken because the Disruptor just kind of went all behind. Skewer back. Attempt was there, but not really. Just kidding. Hosi is aggressive. No, man. No. You have basically the Putang Inamo, crazy aggressive. You have the Anjing, just dive you all to tier 3 kind of thing. I don't know, I would say Singaporean Dota is more calculated aggressive. You have like your crazy aggressive like Koreans where they're just 5-man you. That kind of different thing compared to like one person who he knows that's his comfort hero and he would just go all the way to your base if he has to just to get the kill. There's like a tiny difference. It's not that distinct, but if I could classify it, maybe one day I will. Draw a graphic about it. Hold on. What's wrong? I couldn't move my arrow keys. Oh, there we go. Not sure if that was a bug. I couldn't move my arrows so well. I had to like double click the hero or something. But yeah, with the whirling axis, they're just giving up on killing Avil by now, who doesn't even have a point to the return. It's more like they want to try and kill the fast life. And he's still trying to build into that Helm of Dominator. Not so much concentrating on farm. Shadow Fiend, at some point, once he gets to level 4 raises, he's just going to keep raising. Push out the waves, he can go back to the jungle to farm. So at that point, this is a very static lane. But Grace, ooh la la, they find Avil with that Shadow Word. Top lane, Logic wants to fight with Light, who's going to skewer away. Very even, but he's almost level 6. Ram's going to start farming up the enemy jungle, it seems. Looking for stacks. Not going to find anything. As he sees the golems, he doesn't want it, but Ryzen... Oh, that might... Yeah, this is a kill right here. Bang! Very, very easy kill. And now it looks like they have found Doctor. Catching him in the kinetic field. They're going to try and raise him down. Need the E-raise. Doesn't matter, he will die anyway. So Tuhoi and Rams playing aggressive and it's definitely paying out. We've got such aggressive wards in the enemy jungle, making sure they can catch the Alchemist whenever he goes back to farm. And he's not like a Shadow Fiend where he can clear a camp immediately. Alright, so Avil finally completes his PMS. This is going to make harassing him definitely way harder than it needs to be, especially if the value point in the return. Grace and Ryzen are doing a decent job, but they're still getting the creep EXP being stolen away by a Coddle. He's just here to just mess around the creep equilibrium, help Avil get the wave pushed out so that he can just get his level 6. And that's the big level. Level 6 for the Ursa. Can you imagine if this barrier phase puts it's running at you, you run. With the Stampede, don't bother running, just TP out. Unless of course you're Coddle, then yeah. But Ram's gonna build complete his treads. They actually found the ward, they took care of it, so... Oh no, it's still there. Minimap. Minimap is lying to me, guys. Ah. Now going for a bit of a wraparound of Ryzen. Nope, this is a stomp. They're gonna go back for the Coddle. Now they need the slow. The Shadow Blade, easy kill right there. Avil, Fatal Bond's doing a ton of damage. All that nuke flying onto the Coddle, man. Look at Avil. Avil is like, I'm back. Alright, so now they can slowly start to siege away at the tower. Helmo Dome still being built on this Troll Warlord. With the headdress, the regen is going to help his team out. That's why sometimes you get the casual headdress, so that you boost your team at the sides. That extra bit of regen always helps. And when you get a HOTD, you get the Satyr. The extra regen is like what? 9 regen? You pretty much don't need an urn. It's very good. These tiny details, it doesn't seem like it matters, but it actually does. And Ryzen still doesn't know about this Observe Ward, so they're gonna know that he went back. Centaur and Coddle can actually just push out a bit more. Play a bit more aggressive. They haven't had much luck in trying to kill Grace. Over here, Light with the Arcane Boots. Okay, at least he can spam his Shockwave to push out waves. Get CS. Get some harassment to your Ursa. But he's not gonna get a blink for a while. This guy, okay, he's gonna go for that. He's gonna get the Bassi, so that should be Vladimir's offering on the way. Oh, they're going again. Rams, like Ram. No, he can't get the kill into this. They saw him pushing out. So they're gonna suspect that there's a ward around, but they couldn't find it. Here's the bounty for Doctor. Armlet on the way. Light and Ryzen. Yep, there's a no wait. I want my bounty ring first. Ryzen, ooh, can he get the lift onto 2 Hoi? Yep, to get the lift. Now they need to skewer back. Oh, he messed up. If he got the skewer back, the glimpse would be so good. He wouldn't even need to run. He would just get like, hey, look, thanks for the setup. But 2 Hoi, too good. Okay, so the fast life. Yeah, he's just quick buying his Tranks into eggs. This doesn't seem like a very good game for an Alchemist because of how much aggression they have, like the way they just invading the jungle. And Mana Leak is gonna be the pain in his behind. Shadow Blade on the way for Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend. Halfway till blink. I don't think both teams are that interested in making overly aggressive movements across the map now. Damn! What is this stack? Alright. Talk about maximum efficiency, so that's where this guy has been. I would have thought you'd given that to the Alchemist, but damn, that's a big stack. He's definitely going to get level 6. Coddle's really out-leveling him. Six and a half. Coddle's almost level 7. That's a huge EXP boost right there for the two of them. And Ram just continues to do SF things. He's just out farming this Alchemist, who's still trying to make his way towards the Radiance. We're not going to see that super scary Alchemist. I would say he still has to free farm. But the thing is, EVOS are just successfully somehow out farming this guy. Alright, so looks like the smoke gank, they're gonna look to find themselves one tasty kill, which will be the Troll Warlord. Now they need the glimpse back, but the vision, now they find him. Stampede as well. The Whirling Axe's miss rate's gonna be there, but it's okay, they have the nuke. Centaur, well, the Double Edge is only level 2, and he actually gets out. The Shadow Word proving too much of a heal. Great sustain there, and they actually dodged the gank. Smoke gank wasted. So 5 to 2, 10 minutes and a half in. This game is looking very, very intense. And Magnus is actually almost on the Blink Dagger. That's really big. And then that's when they're going to start 5-manning crazy. Whoopsie. Yeah, I know my Alchemist commenting. After I said that, I was like totally just like, alright, brain fart. Rough day, guys. Cut me some slack. It's like 9, still haven't eaten. Bible thump. I mean, BTS feeds me. They just don't feed me chicken rice. Singapore chicken rice best. Oh, looking for the Requiem of Souls. Boom! Killing spree for Rams. That's the debut of the Shadow Blade right there. And it already pays off, getting the highest net worth kill. he can possibly get in that jungle. Well, he would have liked to, you know, take the Alchemist, but Alchemist was mid, so no way. Nah, not today. The fast life, happily pushing out bottom tier 1.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Of course, that was with the level 2 Requiem. If it was level 1, definitely wouldn't have been enough. So if that's completed on Ursa, they can start to do Roshi if they want it. Fight around that pit. But the downside is they would have to fight into Warlock ult and the Blink RP, which just came up on the Magnus. Big spell.
Radiant's top tower is under
Now
attack.
we'll let's see if MVP Hot6 can capitalize or at least make something of this Blink with the big spells. Bottom lane still pushing. Wants that Dragon Lance. But I think they kinda
Radiant's
suspect
bottom
that
tower is under
Light
attack.
has a dagger. Ooh, if he can find a 3-man RP into the Warlock ult. Getting the lift back. I'll just bait them into the fight. Going out for the rock, that's a bit of a mix. Whoa, we're getting the RP, solo RP. Nice disruptor ultimate. Tossing out the blinding light, pushing them back. And now the Stampede, they will just retreat as iLogix actually gets the Aegis. Nicely done. Poorly executed fight coming up for MVP Hot6 with EVOS. You know, it's like, it's pretty obvious they had the superior positioning, and that's gonna be a wasted ult. Korean ults. Kappa. It's the lag, man. It's the lag. Alright, so looking at Alchemist, 1.4k to the Relic. But now they know that the Magnus has the dagger, so they will be playing more passive. Oh, looking for the lift. Back, Rams polishing off Grace. And they're going to keep on going, throwing out the red. That's a huge Requiem doing tons of damage. Light should be going down here. Up the E-rays, but kill him off. Double kill. And meanwhile, Troll is going to try and right click 2 Hoi down, chasing him with the whirling axis. But here comes iLogic. Can he glimpse him back? No, he can't. You know, the blinding light is going to be enough to finish him off. So that's going to be a 3-for-1 trade. Losing a disruptor. They still have the Aegis on the Ursa. So that's a really, really big spell. And they can start to push out the bottom lane to go take another objective, which will be the tier 2.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Okay, there's the thing. Like, I would say Koreans are really talented in gaming, but the talents really lie towards repetition. Like, if you talk about StarCraft, this kind of thing, it's all about the muscle memory. Hold on. Ursa, lay out a casual Requiem from Ryzen, but unfortunately, he's not going to do much. iLogix is just like, I don't care. I'm going to kill all of you. Still has the Aegis. He really doesn't care, and they can still keep on fighting. Bang. Losing the Aegis, he tried to lifesteal kill the creep at least.
Radiant's bottom
Meanwhile,
tower is under attack.
the fast life. Trying to save his teammate. They get the stun. Unstable concoction. Ooh! RP! Now going to be used onto the Ursa, though. It's only the Ursa. And that's going to be iLogix. Should be dying down here. Ooh. Does he actually get out? No way!
Radiant's middle tower.
You're shitting me. No way! And Grace getting the Thunder Strike.
Radiant's top tower.
Getting the heals back into iLogix as he lifesteals back up at the Ancients.
Tower is under attack.
And they committed an RP for that. Thank God they didn't commit like the Warlock Golems. Otherwise they can't fight. EVOS just proceeds to take more objectives. This guy's just farming, man. He's EVOS version of Mushi.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Alright, so iLogic. Let's see, he's gonna build his way towards an X, and by that point, I don't think they really kill him. They're having very little luck with their spells. And here's the thing, with all these big ultimates, you want to make sure that you're dictating the pace of the game. So that you're saying, okay, we want to use our ults now. You're gonna fight whether you like it or not. But in this case, Evos are the ones who are like, we have Aegis, it's okay. Wak 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 wak. That's what the WK sounds like if you actually say it out loud. My friend was from Indonesia was saying that there's 7 ways to type WK. I don't even know how that's possible. I think there's like a WAK, WAK, WAOK. plenty of ways. If there are any Indonesians in the chat, let me know whether this is accurate information. Right, so now, of course, with that battle trance, can you get a bash? Can you bash? Ah, skewer. No bash. Not today. Not today. Da. He's gonna try and farm that BKB up. You know, Ram, Silver's Edge, Dragonlance with a double damage rune. Woo-wee! Anyone who gets close, instant KO, especially the supports. What did he steal? He stole Raze. Alright, so we get a pause. It's legit. Andy Manalong? Oh god, alright. What if I started? Let's try to cut back on the WKs, yeah? Let's not make it like a new Twitch thing. That's gonna be really creepy though, like. Can you imagine it was like a Dota thing? Every single major in Twitch chat just goes WK, 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 and all the Europeans and NA are just like, chat just went full retard. Joke's on you, chats are already retard. Yeah, you guys gonna hate me for that. So pause, 68, 17 minutes in. It's tough. I mean, you're talking about two very, very aggressive cultures, like between the Koreans and the Indonesians. And yeah, but so far I would say in terms of how aggressive they're playing, yeah, EVOS definitely has the edge. They're just controlling the map better. Their movements have been very, very fluid. And if you look at MVP, they just haven't found the openings to really try for anything. Especially when in the back foot, they haven't hit their timings. I feed the chat. How do I feed the chat? I can't even feed myself right now. Meanwhile, let's have a look at the bracket thing. Okay, White Fry's game is still going on. Let's look at the Mineski game. Let's see. Mineski Malaysia. Oh, they just won the next game against KS1. So they will proceed to the next game, or at least the next round. I'll have to check. I have to say this fake Fanatics also doing pretty well. They've actually moved on quite far into the game, into the qualifiers. No, dude, BTS just pays me. It's just like, I mean, they feed me, but gotta admit, I love my chicken rice. I love my rice. It's like BTS gives bacon, and I don't get like my Asian food. Well, thank you, Jack Reacher. Chat is 90% lady boys. I'm one of the 10%. Oh my god, that's news. Take a quick look at itemization. Alright, Coddle, fast life, really fast. He's gonna get that X pretty soon. I'm pretty sure somewhere out there one of the Koreans just kicked the router or something by accident. Why do you guys want to eat my rice? Don't eat my rice. I love my rice. Oh, I actually like my noodles. Oh else. Embrace the Dotos. I am from Singapore, for those of you guys who are asking. I'm not number 2. Not Chow Fiend. What? Dude, that's 2 syllables. Shadow Fiend is like 3. I mean, if anything, we should be pronouncing it right. Yeah, Mushi's team already won. I'm not sure what a singer Peruvian is. Someone out there, the Singaporeans, is saying I could be foreign talent. I don't know. You live in Badok, Sean. Well, I stay very close to Badok. Did you know that Faithless team house is somewhere near that area? Hey, I ain't no Lysander number 2. I'm just like I'm just like the one and only Hades. Although some of the casters out there, if they know my old IGN, now that is a secret which I hope will never get exposed. But Sing? What do you guys want to know? Okay, he offers like the dumbest dares ever. Like one time going to the zoo when he came to Singapore for OK Total like 2 years back, and he's saying I'll pay you $10 if you go in and kiss the lion and shit like that. And we just wastes like 10. I know this is very lame, but we spent like 15 minutes daring each other to go and try and bring the lion, the poor sad lion, out of the enclosure. I actually wish he comes back to Pro Dota scene. It's really sad because he's just like crazy about Dota. We went to karaoke and he basically just wants to play Dota. We actually did like a 24-hour thing at the LAN cafe. I almost died, man. I was like so tired. Yeah, I like my anime. Well, actually, I prefer manga. I like to read. But the blender flooding the house? No, that's okay. That dude, that same dude who I told you about, that blender story. Okay, what happened? Oh right. I'm not sure how, but according to one of our classmates, he actually spent like $7,000 in a week. I'm not even sure how, and that's including calling for cabs, food, and he offers to pay for everyone every single time. And God knows, like he buys everything in Dota. Like you could even confirm that a percentage of the TI prize money probably was contributed thanks to him. Hentai? Nah, this is a family stream, guys. No hentai. Alright, we finally have a resume. Looks like MVP just wanted to finish their Overwatch calibration games. Nah, just kidding. But yeah, alright. I mean, if there's another game the Koreans are gonna dominate in, looks like it's Overwatch. Have you not seen some of their players? Damn, like they're basically the equivalent of like 10k players in Overwatch. Because they're so crazy. Alright, so anyways, back to some Dota. They're going all the way in, going for the Stomp initiation. They need to kill Light. Skewer all the way back if they can kill him off. But the Glimpse back into the loving arms of EVOS with the raise. Doesn't even need it. He's just gonna right click him down. And that's gonna be EVOS unstoppable for Rams. Ramming it into MVP Hot6. Alright, so taking the tier 2 tower, and that's gonna be more objectives taken, more boost of money into the EVO's economy, and now they'll start to push out the top lane. Wait, isn't that the helmet just like worth what, $90 or something?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I'm not sure. But alright, there we go. They're gonna take the last tier 2. And they have to remember to take a tier 3, otherwise they can't take the shrines.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I mean, if you guys want to talk about like another Kappa Pride story, that is, you know how in free to play, well not free to play, was it? No, True Sight, yeah. You guys saw Arteezy shirtless? I'm just gonna say, hey, saw that way before, man. Shanghai Major. Kappa Pride story, yeah, for real. Learn to pronounce with Cyclops, dude. I learned, like, I did IB. We did English high level. That's like, you guys can actually Google IBDP. That's like a really tough program for high school. Alright, so Doctor, at least he has his Radiance. Now we can see this Alchemist Cancer just slowly farm, well not say slowly, quickly swell up in terms of farm. And of course now with the eggs on the Coddle, things are going to be super annoying. Speaking of which, didn't Loda just like tweet something a bit ago, something about remove Coddle eggs from the game? I wonder why. Yes, I did do IB. Vrenjay. Oh no, Weblo. That program is enough to kill anybody, I swear. Alright, so BKB almost done onto the Shadow Feed. He can probably get rid of the bottle. Or actually just sell the one, buy it right now. And they can even wait up the next Roche. It's up in a bit. A couple of minutes. Pretty nice game. I mean, they can control the map. None of the tier 1s are taken out. And there's very limited space in which MVP can really call their own. Like, they've placed so many sentries all around the map. But they still have not found this ward. I can click the sentry. There we go. It's at the tip. It's so close. It's so far. That's just sad. They've actually found the perfect balance between the sentries. Alright, so looking at Rams, BKB already done. He's going to try and build into the Hurricane Pike, but I don't think he even needs to wait that long. As long as they have the BKB up, they can try. But one of the downsides is they have to deal with the RP, which bypasses magic immunity. Alright, so bam, bam, bam. Wait for the next night. Waiting for the next daytime as well will be really big. So at least if you get RP, you still can get the heal from the Coddle Blast. This is all about timing. Thank you, Akatoshi Incarnate. Well, for me, like okay, it's like given Cyclops is a really funny caster. I'm not gonna lie. I laughed a lot to his videos as well when he played Bulldog. It's just unfortunate that, you know, it's not his mother tongue. Yeah, it's not his native language. Otherwise, pretty much a lot of casters would kinda be struggling to get gigs. But alright, now let the Roche fight begin. We'll see if MVP Hot6 they can contest this and if they can make something out of it. But nope, they tried for a smoke, they threw the axes in there, couldn't get anything, and the Aegis will go once more to Fuzzy Wuzzy. So they can decide, do we try to go straight for the tier 1, push it out, and then go to the top? Alchemist is ready out pushing the bottom. One of the really amazing things about the Collar Axe is the recall. You really have to love recall, like when you time it right, as you get the, you know, once it starts to level up. The TP delay goes down, and you can just start to slowly have more global presence around the map. Push out waves. On Avil going to try to go for the stomp, but the immediate blink reaction out from Light. Very quick reflexes. They found Grace instead, and without Grace, that might be an issue. But with 25 seconds to respawn time, it's okay. Ryzen going to stampede his way out of there and going for the TP out. I like Greek mythology. Well, frankly speaking, if I could, I would not have chosen the name Hades. I would have chosen the name Achilles. Alright, the double edge. Ooh la la! They get the kill into the Alchemist. 48 seconds. This could be the chance to force the buyback right here. Why not both? And anyways, yep, just a quick recall. Just quickly goes back. TP's getting mana, and one thing, next thing you know, he's back inside. Oh, but okay, iLogic is just like, I don't care. Even uses that axe, destroys Ryzen immediately. And this is where they need to make sure they use their big ass spells. They need to use those ultimates to the maximum usage, but Rams is already going to take out tier 3 it seems, as the fortification will be forced out. Easy for it. iLogic wants to go all the way ham. He even gets the diffuse up and the stomp into the Troll Warlord. You need to kill him right here. It looks like he even forces the BKB out, but the right click from iLogic is just too much. Swiping him till there's nothing left. Now they will go for a smoke. This is the Hail Mary play. The desperation smoke inside that fountain. But the positioning is just too good, and not to mention blinding light. It's really big. But he's still going for the telekinesis right now. If he can find just one skewer back. But iLogic says, I don't care. Now he goes for the skewer into the unstable concoction. But iLogic has the ult. He's going to pop in, just run out. He still has the Aegis. He's not killing anything. Now going for the RP. There's nothing else. No more mana onto your Magnus. He had such good farm. But he just, I mean, despite all that net worth, He's not able to do anything. And 24 minutes in, MVP Hot6 called the GG. The Koreans have had it out. So today it's the Indonesians who win, K-pop loses. Well, if there are any K-pop fangirls in the chat, then sorry. Whatever, man. Achilles was a jerk of Theseus for the win. But if you think about it, Hades was actually like a misunderstood person. Like, technically it wasn't fair that he got sent to the underworld. There are several interpretations of how it went down, but I would say he's still, he's still a cool dude. Alright, so that'll be the end of this game. We should be trying to follow White Fries after this, if they're still playing. I'm gonna take a quick look, and we'll be back. So, of course, right now, hope your ad blocks are strong. See you guys in a bit.